Okay, all yours, Deepak.
Hi, this presentation is on the HELICS Runner, which is a command line tool written in Python that can help run large federations that are co-simulated using Helix. It's an open source package. It's available at this link if you're interested in looking at how to install it or looking at the code base. And in this presentation, I will show an example of how to use HELICS Runner to run a large federation. So, as I said, HELICS Runner is a command line tool, and you can ask the HELICS Runner for all the options using the help flag. As an example of a federation that didn't use HELICS Runner, this is what one would have to do. So, to run a federation, someone would have to start a broker, in this case with 2 federates, and I can start the first federate, a Python federate, manually like so, and a GridLabD federate like so. As you can see, the 2 federates are exchanging information through the broker. I'm going to stop this federation for now. This manual process will work for a small number of federates. But in a federation where you have a large number of federates, this could be a challenge to do manually. So that's where HELICS Runner can help. With HELICS Runner, there is a config file that describes how each federate should be run. In this case, I'm going to execute the Python federate and the GridLabD federate in different directories. And the way to run it is using the run command and passing in the config file as the path. So in this case, it starts 3 processes: the broker, the Python federate, and a GridLabD federate. Oops, that federate seemed to have failed. The problem with live demos. Let me just kill all. I think the previous GridLabD run is still running, so let me just manually kill that. Okay. So again, this is using HELICS Runner to run the same example that we ran earlier, and these two panes show an output of the log file that HELICS Runner generates, and this is the actual process that's starting HELICS Runner. So I'm going to kill that process and show a larger simulation. So in this case, I have 11 GridLabD feeders and a festive light and a mock grid-line federation, and a mock grid-line federate as part of a TD and M co-simulation. and I can run it using the same helix run command. Each pane over here is going to show the output of GridLab-D. This is running 14 processes on my Mac in parallel. And you can see that all the times of each GridLab-D federate are synchronized while running it with Helix Runner. Another advantage of Helix Runner is that if any process dies, Helix Runner will kill all the federates. So in this case, if I kill the GridLab-D federate, you see that Helix Runner decided to kill the other federates as well. This tutorial is available on this website, and the source code for running all of this is available on GitHub. Are there any questions?
Are there future plans to extend this to an HPC setup so you can run across multiple machines or multiple nodes of a cluster?
Yes, that's a good question. So at the current point in time, Helix Runner only starts processes on your local machine, but there is planned support to run processes on another machine if the other machine supports an SSH, if it supports running an SSH server.
Hi, Deepak. My question is regarding the execute language you are using here. Does it have, if some program does not have a command line, it may be a challenge, right?
If a program does not have a command line interface, you would have to script opening that program and running the functionality that you want using some sort of command line tool. I expect that most tools will have a command line interface. If it's not, you can chat with some of the developers of Helix and we can figure out a way to do it.
I see. So currently, this one is it all those, like, can you go back to those the configuration file? I just want to double check it has all the. Is the host. So now it basically if you are for the host, is it for if I have a different computer? Does it means that's the host name for that computer name?
That is correct. So in the right now, Helix Runner does not support running a federation on multiple machines, where each federate is on a different machine, but it will support that in the future. Helix does support that.
Yeah.
I just haven't built that feature into Helix Runner.
Thanks.
Okay, any other questions? I will stop the recording.